Hello there, come in, let me show you how to make this plantain and potato, sweet potato fufu. And pairing this with Aero is just an amazing Cameroonian delicacy that you would not want to miss in this Christmas celebration season. I mean, you should try and add this to your recipe and thank me. Instead of making all this yam, cocoyams, fufu, and all the other kinds of fufu rice, semolina, and so on, please endeavor to add this to your recipe. Very healthy, very delicious, and you would love it, and your whole family will love it. Very simple plantain and sweet potato, and then pairing this with Aero. Oh my God! Look at how fresh that is. Look at how delicious it looks. Oh my God! Very mouth-watery, and you will not want to miss this. Let me show you how to do this. So these are the ingredients you'll be needing for this particular recipe. I have some grounded spinach, I have some Aero, fresh Aero of course, some pepper, some salt, some Maggi seasoning, some dried shrimp, some dried fish, some meat, some snails, and some fish as well. That is fish I'm holding in my hand right there, and some snails, some cow skin, some red oil, and of course the main ingredient, the plantain and the sweet potato for the pairing, for the fufu making. So let's get started. First, I'll start by putting my meat into the pot. I would love to start by cooking this meat on its own with the fish, because this fish particularly, it is very thick and as well hard to cook, just like the meat. So that's why I'm pairing the two of them to cook at once and add a little bit of onion. Yes, some people say it's not good to add onion when you're cooking your Aero, but this is my recipe and this is how I love to do it. You can do it the way you want. You can decide to take out onion from the recipe. That's just okay. For me, it adds the flavor and the aroma for the meat and start building up the flavors from there till the Aero is ready. Because by the time the Aero is ready, the onion, you wouldn't find any traces of it. So while that is simmering on the fire, I will be preparing my plantain, and this is just how I love to do it, and cook it until it's soft, and then prepare my sweet potatoes as well. And then I had already washed both ingredients, and now I just peel it off and prepare it and put it in my pot, and then add water over it. I mean enough water to cook the potato and the plantain until it is soft, because my food processor will be doing the job of the blending of the fufu. So that's just it. And now I'm coming back to my meat, and I see that it is cooking very well, and my sweet potato and plantain is getting ready to start boiling. And then for this, my camera was a little bit blurred at this point, so I decided to sweep it off with that cloth. And then I added my snails into the cooking meat, and you can see the snails were fresh. It's not really actually dry, so it wouldn't take so much time to cook. That's why I started by cooking the meat first, because the meat was fresh and I didn't want to just mix everything at once, because that's it, right? So I added my cow skin as well, and now I'm adding my spinach, and then mix everything together. And at this point, everything had already cooked until the water was almost dried off. And now I just added the spinach, and the spinach as well, you can see it was really frozen, so it would also produce a little bit of water for it to be moist for the Aero to get in. So I added the remaining two chili peppers that I saved, and now it was time to add to the pot. And then now, after adding my spinach, I'm going in with my fresh Aero. And the secret with this at this point is that you don't allow the spinach to cook too much. Immediately you find out that it is already melted into the pot, and just add the Aero immediately so that both of them can actually cook simultaneously, so it will be well mixed. The reason for this is because eru is a kind of hard vegetable. It is packed with raw fish and so on. So if you're having problem with digestion, this is the reason why you should add it to your weight loss weight loss journey, because the spinach is very good for the stomach. It helps in bloating. It also contains a lot of vitamins and minerals, good for your body, contains iron and so on and so forth. So at this point, I'd already mixed the eru and the spinach, and everything was already well mixed. I'm going in with my red palm oil, and at this point it was looking so yummy. Just look at that, looking so yummy already. And then look at how mouth watery this is, and look at it. At this point, the plantain and the sweet potato was almost ready, and I'm getting ready to take it out of the heat. So I went in with my dry crayfish. This is the secret ingredient for cooking eru. If you ask the people who originated from their traditional meal in Cameroon, they'll tell you it is these dried shrimps that makes the eru looks amazing. So the eru is done, and I'm putting it on low heat. While it is on low heat, I now start preparing I put in my sweet potato into my food processor, and as well the plantain. As it is hot, that is how it's good to do it, because when it gets cold, when plantains get cold, they get harder, and it will not give you the smooth and creamy mixture of the fufu texture you want. So you wouldn't want some kind of lumps in your fufu. So make sure that you put it when it is still hot. So the remaining water from the plantain I cooked, I'm just using it to add it. I sprinkled a little bit into the blending so as to make it more moist and help it blend properly. So as it is going on there, this girl is multitasking. I'm going back to my eru to check on my eru so that I don't get burned. So I checked on the plantain and the potatoes fufu, and it was doing so well. So I decided to take it again one more round, and now it is done, guys. There you have your plantain and sweet potato fufu. Perfect carbohydrate for the body. This is good carbohydrate for the body, and you know plantains do not contain a lot of carbohydrate, and sweet potatoes are very healthy as well. They contain healthy carbohydrates, they contain healthy fat, and contain a lot of vital nutrients that you need for your weight loss journey. So at this point, look at that. This is the most crucial point in this fufu blending. This blade is very sharp. I mean, you wouldn't want to make a mistake and your fingers slide into it, because you would get so big injury. So just hold it the way you see me holding, and I don't even want to come near the blade. And even when washing, I do the same. So I take it straight to my sink. Look at how that fufu is. Oh my god, my mouth is watery even as I'm making this video. Oh my god, perfect come together fufu for your family this Christmas season. Add this to your recipe and you will not regret it. So you can see how I always tell you on this channel that it is not the food itself is not the problem, but how you pair your food and how you manage your food and manage your nutrition is what is the matter on your weight loss journey. It is not just running away from food. Some people will say, oh, I'm on a weight loss journey, I don't like to eat fufu and eru. But if I make this fufu and eru and give you and you eat in the right proportion, I mean, you are still on check. You are still on your proper healthy journey. So just eat the right quantity, reduce the portion, and eat more of the vegetables, and then you're good to go. And then stay active as well. So this is it. Everything is ready. The fufu is ready. He gave me 2.5 portions. this fufu gave me that quantity gave me 2.5 portions of the plantain and sweet potato fufu. And you can see this is one portion, the other one and that little one right there, and it is good and it tasted so well. Not the usual nonsense you buy from the packaged food, processed and all whatnot. You don't even know the ingredients or what they have added into it. Please, if you have watched my video until this point, it therefore means you're liking my recipe, and I want to use this medium to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Please subscribe to my channel and you will never regret subscribing, because I share most amazing recipes, very much amazing recipes that you wouldn't find anywhere on the internet. I mean it. I say it with my chest up. You wouldn't find my recipes anywhere. Bye.